Good evening, class. How are you? I hope all is well with everyone. I would like to take this time to talk about hand washing. Hand washing is something that I think we all kind of take for granted. Hand washing is defined as the act of cleaning your hands with water or liquid, with or without the use of soap. Thanks to Dr. Simmons Lewis, who was the first to demonstrate over 100 years ago that hand washing can prevent diseases, the spread of diseases. There are many reasons why we should wash our hands, and two that I chose to talk about tonight would be good hygiene and preventive care. Hand washing could be one of the best medicines we could give ourselves to help to keep ourselves healthy. I do believe that from the time we all were young, that we were taught how to wash our hands, that washing was an act of cleanliness, keeping good hygiene. Hand washing is one of those things to a step of good hygiene. If we have good hygiene, then we're able to keep ourselves away from diseases and infections. Help to keep ourselves away from diseases and infections. I don't know if many of you heard, but I'm quite sure you have the saying, cleanliness is close to godliness. So I hope that we take time within to wash our hands, because washing our hands is a source of preventive care. The next thing that I would like to talk about with hand washing is preventive care. What is preventive care? Preventive care is an act where we do something to help us from getting sick, or you do something before you know to prevent a disaster. So, okay, let's give example. You know that the baby is going to get sick if the baby doesn't, if a baby is not wrapped warm when it's cold. So what do? You make sure that when you go outside that the baby is wrapped warm, because you want to prevent the baby from getting sick. So this is what we call preventive care. Hand washing is a big part of preventive care. We don't take it as serious as I believe we should. If we wash our hands before we eat, if we wash our hands after we use the bathroom, we should wash our hands when using medicines and after using medicines, because there's a lot of medicines that's poisonous. We should wash our hands before going from one patient to another patient. A lot of people don't understand, like in hospitals and in nursing homes, that there's a infection that goes around. It's called MRSA. People don't understand that this is spread usually because healthcare workers don't take that few seconds just to wash your hands before you go to the next patient. Because if you don't wash your hands, you're spreading one disease, one infection to the next person, which could take that person out, because their immune system might not be able to handle MRSA, go through whatever what MRSA takes you through, the illness, the infection, the fever, and things like that. Their body can't take that. And why? Because somebody had to take a few seconds just to wash their hands. And when cooking food, you have a lot of food workers who don't wash their hands in between. A lot of times you may go out and use the bathroom. As you see when you go in public and you see the signs say all healthcare workers must wash hands, because you're taking diseases or infections from you are from the doorknob or touching different things, and you're taking and just going in to cook food. This helps to spread E. coli. That's another infection that can kill a person. So washing the hands is so important. That's why I thought this was something that would be good to talk about. Washing of the hands can help prevent, like, a lot of times if we have colds, a lot of times if people have the flu, if you have the flu or if you have a cold, when you blow your nose, when you sneeze and you cover your mouth, or you cough and you cover your mouth, you should automatically wash your hands, because then the germs are on your hand. If you go to touch somebody else or you touch the door, now somebody else can pick up that germ and they can end up with sick with the flu, with a cold. Hand washing is important because some people, you with just rubbing if our hands are dirty and we rub our eyes and rub our nose, we can get sick. During the day, we come in contact with many people and we touch many things, and our hands carry germs. So if we don't wash our hands, we're carrying our germs from one thing to the next. How many times have you put your hands in your mouth? You might have had something on your lip, or you might have just, I don't know, put your hand, just resting your hand on your face or on your mouth. And here it is, you don't touch something and you have those germs, but you didn't wash your hands, and it's just by habit. And I know that we can't take in wash your hands every 5 minutes. You can't go wash your hands. I know that. And that's the reason why now they have the little sanitizer gels that we can use to wash our hands. It's in the place, it's a liquid that helps to clean your hands, and it kind of takes the place of the fact of us washing our hands. Yes, we still need to, even after using that a couple times, it's still important that we go and wash our hands with soap and water. That's still important. But those little gels does help us to, when we can't, you're not next to water or soap, so you can wash your hands. The most important thing is we just need to take a minute, a second, and wash our hands. It's just important. It just helps to help fight infection. And it gets rid of the germs. So I hope that we just stop for a second and think about it when we go to the bathroom, before we get ready to eat, before we're getting ready to fix somebody's food, or after going to the bathroom. Just, if we sneeze, if we cough, wash your hands. It's important. So I hope I help someone. I hope someone takes it in, and I hope we just take a few minutes just to remember to wash our hands. Also, I just wanted to say that proper hand washing takes you at least up to 15 to 20 seconds. Once turning the water on, you wet your hands, apply a little soap with some frisk, a little friction rather, and rubbing your hands together before you put it under the water. Get in between your fingers, get under your nails, and just rub your hands together, and the friction helps get away those germs. When you put your hands under the water, hold your hands in a downward position. This way the germs roll off your hands. The water rinse them off your hands into the drain. If you have a clean paper towel or a clean towel, you take and you dry your hands. If you have a clean paper towel, it's good just to take and use one, dry your hands, put it in the garbage, use another one to help to turn the water, especially when you're in a public place. And also, I almost forgot, when you're washing your hands with that friction and getting in between your fingers and under your nails and everything, it's a good thing to sing happy birthday all the way through at least 3 times, then you know that you're giving that proper time to rub